We were just a newlywed couple starting fresh in our first home. Quiet neighborhood, beautiful house. It felt like the beginning of everything. But then, something changed. The nights got heavier. The air felt wrong. We started seeing things, hearing things. At first, we thought it was stress, lack of sleep, imagination, until it wasn't. What happened over the next few weeks still haunts us. And to this day, we don't talk about it at night. Before we dive into the full story, subscribe to Deep Code Diaries, where real encounters meet the unexplained. Follow us on TikTok and Facebook for the eerie moments we can't show here. And if you've lived through something terrifying, send us your story at deepcodediaries@gmail.com. Your nightmare could be our next episode. My name is Chai, 39 years old. I saw your channel while randomly scrolling YouTube, and my wife May convinced me to share our own real-life horror experience. Something that happened years ago when we were just newlyweds starting a family. Back then, we didn't have kids yet. May and I were both young professionals, focused on work and building a stable life. We agreed that we'd only start trying for a baby once we had our own house. So we worked hard, took extra shifts, and eventually moved into a modest 2-bedroom house in the suburbs. The house was perfect, quiet, secluded, until the silence turned sinister. Back then, May and I had no kids. We were both young professionals and had just moved into our dream home, a 2-bedroom house on the outskirts of Chiang Mai. It was quiet, surrounded by trees, and felt like a fresh start. Our plan was simple: work hard, save up, and start a family when we were ready. The house was a major step in that plan. We were proud, but work kept us busy. Too busy. We barely had time to clean, cook, or even enjoy the home we worked so hard for. That's when we decided to hire a live-in maid. Through a reputable agency, we found Lena, a young woman from southern Thailand. She had worked for an expat couple before they moved to Europe. She spoke mostly Thai with a regional accent and only a little English, but she was efficient. She cooked well, cleaned like a pro, even baked. And something about her felt too quiet, too obedient. Even on her days off, Lena never left the house. She stayed in her room, always on her phone, scrolling through Facebook. We reminded her not to meet up with strangers she talked to online. She nodded, but barely responded. Still, we had no complaints. She was respectful, neat, and low maintenance. Until things started to smell off, literally. It began with a strange scent, like burnt rubber or party balloons. It would only appear at night, getting stronger the later it got. We thought it was plumbing or leftover food. Then the smell shifted. It became rotting, like dead animals. We asked Lena to clean more thoroughly. She said she would. Days later, the smell disappeared. But something else began. One night, May came running out of the bathroom in tears. She had seen someone behind the shower curtain. She thought it was me, so she called out. But when she pulled the curtain aside, no one was there. I wanted to tell her what I saw, but I didn't want to scare her. Just minutes before, I had fallen asleep waiting for her in the bedroom. I woke up feeling like I wasn't alone. When I opened my eyes, a woman with long, wavy hair stood by the bed. She didn't move. I blinked. She was gone. Same description, same ghost. But neither of us said anything yet. We tried to convince ourselves we were tired, imagining things, until we started hearing footsteps in the ceiling at night. Whispers. Flickering lights. To calm our nerves, we took a short trip to Pai, a peaceful mountain town nearby. When we returned, our neighbor Mrs. Malai told us, "I saw you last night. You came home late, right?" We hadn't. We were still out of town. She swore she saw 3 people walking past our upstairs windows the night before. Only Lena was home. That night, May and I looked at each other and silently agreed. It was time for answers. We installed 4 discrete cameras, one facing the gate, one in the kitchen, one above the living room, and one in our bedroom. Lena never noticed. The cameras were designed to look like smoke detectors. At first, the footage showed nothing unusual, until it didn't. Lena was leaving the house almost every afternoon, carrying a plastic bag filled with herbs and odd items. She returned after an hour, always placing the bag in her room, then cooking something in the kitchen that she never offered to share. She often sat on her bed, muttering into her phone in her regional dialect. Some words we understood: names, addresses, birth dates. Others were chilling, like she was planning something. But one video shook us to our core. The footage glitched. Lena froze in place. Her movements became robotic. Then, without warning, she looked directly at the camera. She smiled. A grotesque, knowing smile. And then, the footage zoomed in on its own. So close, her face filled the screen. May screamed. I slammed the laptop shut. We knew something was very wrong. I waited for payday. When she was relaxed, I asked Lena gently, "Have you felt anything strange in this house?" She cried. She confessed. Her former employer, a foreign woman, had taught her Thai black magic. At first, it was for love potions and fortune charms. But one client asked her to curse someone. She agreed. She'd been performing rituals in our home, using it as a spiritual conduit. She even admitted to meeting Facebook clients secretly and offering services. But the worst part? There were 2 male spirits already living in our house before she came. She said her rituals disturbed them, made them active. And the long-haired woman we both saw. "She's been following me since I was a child," Lena said. "I don't know what she is, but I don't think she likes that I've been staying here." Lena asked to leave. She said she would perform a final ritual to banish the spirits she'd disturbed, cleanse the house, and leave for good. She did. And just like that, the air became lighter. The rooms felt warmer. The shadows vanished. We never hired a stranger again. Only trusted family. 3 years later, May gave birth to our daughter. We don't know where Lena is now. But wherever she is, I hope she's okay. Because I still wonder if that woman with the long hair ever stopped following her.